Alrighty guys, welcome to yet another episode of my Let's Play of the full version of the crew, and in this episode we're going to be doing a street spec variant of the Silverado, which I didn't really expect this car to come in, but it's kind of cool to see this car come in in a way, because it's something different. It's something that you definitely would not expect to come in, and now you can feel more like a traffic car in this game. And so first we're gonna put one of the new stickers onto this car, and all these stickers are pretty cool. But I just looked through all of them to see which one would suit it the best. That Puma thing, Panther thing actually looked pretty cool, and the deer is pretty cool as well. But that doesn't really suit this car. The dragon is pretty cool as well. I mean, all these new stickers are really cool. The jellyfish is awesome as well, and so is that fish, but I settled on the toucan. The toucan's actually kind of cool. It's a very simple design, and it kind of flows with the car. It just seems to fit in, and those Wolverine scratch things, I guess you could call them, are kind of weird. So yeah, I settled with the toucan. The toucan's really cool, actually. Like I said, it's very simple, but it's very nice. And actually, after I put the sticker on, the car actually got a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. And now I'm just looking through the bumpers. I like that bumper. That one bumper that I just looked at a few minutes ago. That one, but with the standard headlights. That's kind of cool. But I kind of wanted to make it look a bit like a sleeper at the front. And then when you go to the back, you see that it's been severely modified. So yeah, the front, sleeper time, and the back, actually, at first I actually went and looked at those taillights and thought they were kind of weird, and then I realized those are actually kind of cool, because I've seen a lot of trucks with taillights kind of like those that would stretch, that would have like a little add-on to the taillights, except it would be somewhere above the bumper, underneath the trunk portion, which I wish they would have done it like that, but that's cool as well. And so yeah, I went with those, because those look pretty darn cool. You might be saying, Riser! No, I'm not a riser. Well, okay, you can call me a riser if you want, but yeah. And of course, for once, I actually go and pick some of the non-standard wheels, because I wanted something different with this car, with this truck, I should say. And actually pause this so that you don't have to bother watching me look through all the wheels and stuff. So I settled with these wheels because I'm gonna get a Z4 GT3 later, and they kind of look good with this car. When I get the Z4 GT3 in this game, I'll put those wheels onto the Z4 because the GT3 variant has those wheels, and those wheels look nice. And this I would have gone with the other spoiler option, but as soon as I saw that, I'm like, wow, that's clean. It's basically a reverse of that, but that is really clean, really cool. It kind of reminds me of another, I think it was the older variant of the Silverado, I don't remember exactly, but it reminds me of another truck made by Chevy, I forgot what it was called. And we're gonna go with that hood, because it's simple and it looks pretty cool. And so yeah, it's a pretty nice truck after all these modifications that I've done to it and stuff, and those wheels are still there. It didn't change. But yeah, now just doing some level 50 platinum parts to this truck. See how all this thing is. In fact, I actually went online with this truck and went up against some Skylines and stuff, and actually defeated all the Skylines with this car. There were quite a bit of people using Skylines in the lobby, and this truck actually did pretty well with it. I mean, it's an average truck, I guess you could say. An average car. And in fact, a fun fact with this car, this might actually be the first diesel truck that is a street spec in this game. Before you go saying, what about the Raptor, the F-150 Raptor? I don't think that's diesel. I believe that is powered by gasoline, because it's a performance truck. I don't know exactly. I'll have to second that and take a look at that. I don't know, or someone else can second that and take a look at that. Dang, this thing looks cool. Looks some pretty nice taillights and stuff. I like how it actually goes underneath the Chevy logo as well, which is another nice little touch they added. And yeah, it actually handles pretty darn well, surprisingly for a truck, but it does understeer a bit. which is to be expected because it's heavy and it's got all-wheel drive. And it's also a diesel truck, so its red line is going to be kind of low. The red line is going to be at about 5,000 RPM, which is appropriate. And so yeah, and we're not actually just going to be customizing the Silverado as well. I decided, since I kind of made the video of the Silverado a little short, I decided to go and do another car, which I thought would not really interest me, but I would get anyway just to show you what it looks like, and that is the Circuit Spec variant of the Mini Cooper S. And the Circuit Spec variant of the Mini Cooper S is interesting because it's something different, definitely. And I've noticed this with these cars, that it's something different they added for the specs for this update. They actually did something different with the specs. And so yeah, and I guess yeah, I'm almost done with this truck now. This is going to be my main car I use for fun in online PvP lobbies. So yeah. And there we go. And so now we're going to be doing the Circuit Spec variant of the Mini Cooper S. And this car actually surprised me because when you modify it, it actually looks like a normal Mini Cooper on the surface when you just look at it. But then you realize that this car has actually been highly modified because it's only got one seat and the interior is all stripped down and it's got a roll cage and stuff. So yeah, this thing is actually kind of cool. It's even got a crazy racing wing on the back. In fact, this was actually the only car in this pack that I actually spent quite a bit of time getting parts for, because I actually left after I finished recording the video. I actually went and did skill challenges with this car to get some platinum parts for this car, and this car really surprised me today, because I did all these skill challenges and actually got the best scores with this car. So that goes to show you how overpowered this little Mini is, especially when it's maxed out. Like I said in the last episode, the Mini weighs less than 2,000 pounds when it's fully maxed out with level 50 platinum parts, including a level 50 weight reduction. So it makes it a crazy car. It makes it a super sensitive car. And so yeah, just looking at random stuff on this car, the colors. And yeah, I didn't bother to go buy performance parts with this car because they're kind of expensive for this spec, and I just would have wasted my money purchasing this. I could have just spent some time getting some parts for this car from skills. And this is what else interested me. The engine sound. Listen to this. As soon as I'm not kidding you guys, as soon as I left the the Circuit Spec dealer and I just started driving this thing, accelerating with this thing, a humongous smile popped up on my face, and I was super surprised by the engine sound of this thing. This is a proper racing hot hatchback right here for you. Yeah. And it's pretty overpowered as well, like I said. So, yeah, this is... So yeah, it's a pretty overpowered car, and this is definitely a car that will put a big smile upon your face when you drive this thing, because it's fast, it's pretty simple to drive, it's also oversteers and stuff, but yeah, you're gonna love this car. This is a great little car. So I guess I'm gonna end off the episode here, and I hope you guys enjoy. Also, the interior is basically stock. The upper portion of the dash with the speedometers and stuff did not get modified. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, give the video a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.